For number 10 and 11, it says find the area of a regular polygon. So to find the area of a regular polygon, we use area equals 1/2 times apothem times perimeter. So for the apothem, that would be your 8, going from the center to the side of the polygon. So times 8. The perimeter is the side length times how many sides we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. So the number of sides is 6. So 6 times the side length, which is 10. Now, if I multiply 8, 6, and 10 together, that should be 480. And 1/2 of 480 is 240 meters squared. Okay, for number 11, same formula. So 1/2 times apothem times perimeter. So the apothem is 13. And then the perimeter is how many sides? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides times the side length, which is 15. If we multiply 13, 5, and 15, we get, let's try. We get 975. And we divide that by 2, and that is 487.5 centimeters squared. Okay, for number 12, it says find the circumference and the area of the circles. Leave your answer in terms of pi. That part of the directions is pretty important, so I'm going to be looking for pi in your answer. So the area, pi r squared. We're given 7 as our radius. So that would be 49 pi. Kilometers squared. Circumference, I would use 2 pi r because I'm given the radius r. So 2 pi 7. So 2 times 7 is 14. And then 14 pi kilometers. Okay, and number 13, before I start the area, I need to also know the radius. So that's half of 6, which is 3. So area is pi r squared. The radius is 3, so 3 squared, so 9 pi. Circumference, I'm going to use pi d because I have the diameter, so just going to be 6 pi. And that would just be meters. Okay. Okay, number 14, it says find the area of the triangle round to the nearest tenth. So in this particular problem, you will have to use the graphing calculator for the measurement of sine. So 1/2 times b times c times sine of the angle. I'm going to say sine of angle A. So 1/2 times the side of 8 times the side of 7 times sine of 115 degrees. I would work this part out first. The 8 times 7 divided by 2, and I get 56 divided by 2 is 28. Now, it doesn't say in the directions to round to the nearest tenth. So I take that 28 and then I multiply sine of 115. And I make sure that my calculator is in degree mode. And I get that the area is 25.37. Well, the 7 makes the 3 round up to 0.4. So this is 25.4 meters squared. Okay, now for arc length, we need to know this measurement right here, okay, in centimeters. So I use the arc length formula, which is the angle measure given, so 50, divided by 360, times the circumference formula. So the circumference formula is 2 pi r, and r is 3. Okay, so that's your r. So I would do 50 times 2 times 3 first, and that would be 300. And then we divide that by 360. Pi. Okay, so 50 times 2 times 3 is 300. Bring our pi down. Then, since I'm running by the nearest hundredth, I would take 300 divided by 360. So I would do the 300 divided by 360 first, and then I would multiply that answer by the 3.14 since it tells us to do 3.14 for pi. This gives me a 2.6166 repeating, and if I'm rounding to the nearest hundredth, this 6 makes this 6 go up to 7. So I have 2.617 centimeters. And this is like a distance of the arc of the circle, so I don't need to put squared on that. Number 16 is the same formula, so I'm finding arc EF, which is this arc here. So I would do the arc angle measurement, 135, divided by 360, times the 2 pi r, and r is 16. So first, I would multiply the 135 times 2 times 16. That gives me 4,320 divided by 360 times pi. So I would divide that and then multiply by the 3.14 that's given in the directions. So 4,320 divided by 360, that gave me 12, and 12 times 3.14 is 37.68. Well, in this case, there is no number in the hundredths place, so that would be my final answer with inches.